Alright, good morning guys. We're out here on Pumpback Lake, also known as WR Holeway or Chimney Rock, all the same place. But we're having a Yak Backwards challenge here this morning. And this challenge is a little different. Normally we all fish with the same bait or something like that. Well, today all we're doing is fishing for the same species, and it's smallmouth only. You can use whatever tackle you want. As always though, you're only allowed 3 rods. So we're going to go out here and it's going to be who can catch the best stringer or smallmouth. So anyway, we got Jimmy here ready to catch some smallmouth.
Yeah.
Sway.
Yeah. We can use live bait, right?
No live bait.
Well, I brought some crawfish I was going to use.
I'm going to use crappie.
Oh. Crappie?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You're looking for a big one.
You dang right.
You going to be mad if I catch an 8-pounder?
No, I'll be really glad. I'll help you celebrate.
Okay. Thank you.
I mean, I know an 8-pound smallmouth's nothing for you and your record, but I don't
know if I've ever caught one that big.
Yeah. We got Bass and Brad getting his power pole on, finishing touches on his yak. You ready? Power pole down.
The water depth out here is about 385 feet, alright? So
yeah.
He's going to power pole down in the middle of the lake.
That's a telescoping pole. You just don't see the rest of it. Oh, speaking of, I got to get my power pole remote. Thanks for reminding me. It's in the truck. Anyway, the 4 of us are going to head out on the lake, do some smallmouth fishing, and come back with some results here for you in a little bit. And we're going to be drawing for the punishment for the next challenge. There's something busting over here like crazy. I don't know what it is. Could be bass, could be white bass. I don't know. I should have a topwater tied on, but I don't. Just throwing this rage swimmer around. I don't know where they went. They were busting. So I've only been to this lake a couple times. Skunked the first time. Second time I caught a few fish, but I definitely don't have it figured out. What I'm going to start out doing is just kind of running some points, trying to locate some fish. And like I said earlier, I'm all for catching any of the bass, but this is a smallmouth only challenge, so we're going for our best smallmouth. Look, guy. Got some little bitty schoolers out here. Little bitty 10-incher or something there. So I'm fishing a Ned rig right now, just trying to get a fish up on the board, a smallmouth. Throwing a TRD, that craw, in California craw color. Haven't caught a fish on it yet. We did get that bite a while ago. The only thing we caught is that small largemouth. Caught that on swim bait as soon as it hit the water, but you know, they were kind of busting around chasing shad, so it's kind of a fluke, I guess, if you want to call it. Still a smallmouth though. Nice little largemouth. Looking for the smallmouth though. So we just caught a fish. I didn't realize the camera had went off, but it was a largemouth. But man, the way it hit and was fighting, I could have swore it was a smallmouth. Got really excited. Oh, that's a rock. So anyway, we've caught 3 fish, and they've all 3 been largemouth. But for this challenge, we're only looking for smallmouth. That's all that counts anyway. Crap, that was a smallmouth. He flew out of the water and spit the hook. I wish the camera would have been pointing that way because he flew way out of the water. First cast with the drop crawl. Ten and a half inches. It's a good fish. I hope it's a smallmouth. It's not. Solid largie. Alright, we got 2 minutes to catch a smallmouth right here. This is it. 2 minutes. We're gonna be a loser if we don't get this done. Alright guys, we're getting ready to draw a punishment for our next challenge. And for the challenge, we're going to go to Spavinal Lake and we're going to be fishing bladed jigs, Z-Man chatterbaits. So right now everyone's finalizing their punishment, and we're going to put them in the hat and draw for them.
12 3/4.
All right, shake them.
Here's 4 3/4.
I'm down. All right.
4 of them over there. Yeah, I was counting.
All right. The punishment is take one lure, leave others in the truck. That was my punishment. I put that in there. So what I mean is only take one chatterbait. If you break off, you got to go back to the truck to get the new one. So there it is, folks. That's the punishment for the chatterbait challenge, or Z-Man chatterbait challenge on Spavinal Lake.
Other punishments that weren't drawn.
Let's see what the others were.
I made mine hard.
I think you have to leave and go use someone else's hog trough. If you
Leave
catch
to
a
use
fish.
someone else's hog. I thought that said leave the USA.
It's not a party in the USA?
No water to drink.
No water.
And I picked one rod.
One rod. All right, I'm glad we didn't get those. That one, I mean the one rod would have been fine, but that no water would have been tough. Thirsty.
Well, I have really bad fishing line, so I'm
He wanted us to get somebody dehydrated. All right, guys, stay tuned for that challenge.
Have teeth?
No. All right, I'm taking. He didn't catch any smallmouth.
I did. Look, his mouth is tiny. That perch has small mouth.
Nope, that's not a smallmouth eyeball.
It looks dead. Did you get that out of the freezer?
13 3/4. No.
Okay, so that's a 0 for Brad. So he only gets to take one chatterbait with him, one in the boat at a time. He has to go back to the truck if he breaks off.
Oh, I don't have to do that.
Sway dog,
What's up?
did you get any, man?
Well, I'll tell you what, started off the morning rough out there, sun bright in my eyes, and I didn't bring my sunglasses, but right off the 30 minutes into it, I caught one, and I was pretty happy about it until I realized it wasn't a smallmouth. But here's the thing, I found some bait fish and I stuck with it, and I knew that if there was largemouth around, there was going to be some smallmouth around, so I kept fishing, and then I caught another one, and it was a good one, and guess what? It wasn't a smallmouth.
So you had a punishment to deal with today, right?
Yeah, I did.
You couldn't keep anything, couldn't count anything between 12 and 14 inches.
No. Mm-mm.
So did you catch any smallmouth outside of that range, 14 inches?
No. Mm-mm.
Well,
Jimmy,
I've been here one other time, and it was in a kayak. I grabbed my drop shot rod and made a couple casts with a drop shot, and I caught a 10 and 3/4 inch smallmouth. And then a few minutes later, I caught like a 10 and 1/2 inch largemouth. And then I went on a dry spell for a couple hours. And so I spent the last 30-45 minutes going down this bank that was close to the boat ramp with a little Bagley squarebill. And I probably caught 10 more fish in the last 30 minutes,
Wow.
but they were all largemouth except for one. I was working my way back to the truck, and I just had my pole trolling, and I caught 11-inch smallmouth.
Nice.
But it was after time, so.
Oh,
So you're DQ'd?
If you want to DQ me.
he's not DQ'd. He just can't submit any fish after the cutoff time.
Well, Faron, tell us about your day here at, what's this? Pumpback, WR Holloway,
Yeah,
Chimney Rock,
Whatever you want to call it.
Clearwater Lake.
Well, I caught a fish real quick, about second cast on a swim bait. So I stuck with that for a little while and it quit. And fished a Ned rig, caught some fish. Fished a drop shot, caught some fish. Caught 7 largemouth today. The only smallmouth I caught was on the Ned rig. He shot out of the water like a friggin' rocket, 4 foot in the air, and spit my Ned rig out in the air. So I didn't catch any smallmouth today. No photos.
So you're going to join
Brad. I get my own punishment.
Yeah, our punishment. And
So-
and your punishment.
So I
One bait in the boat.
Did you catch any good largemouth?
no,
average?
Just average.
Yeah.
But on everything. So
All mine were average. I didn't catch any big ones.
it was a lot of fun. It was tough to catch a smallmouth when you want to.
Yeah, tough.
Anyway, appreciate you guys watching Yak Backwards. Stay tuned for the next challenge. We're headed to Spavinall Lake, fish a Z-Man Chatterbait Challenge.